Alright, here we have a game. Oh wait, it's Michi. And okay, well, per usual, I got this game off of the Age of Empires site, so it was Land Nomad, and I was kind of excited to see that. And so we're playing Michi, which this will be the first time we've I think watched this game. Alright, so I just got done watching the Netherlands versus Argentina World Cup game. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend at least watching the game highlights. I'm sure there's like a 5 or 8 minute video of the game highlights. It was a pretty exciting game. Very, very physical. Lots of pushing, 17 yellow cards. I know at least 2 more yellow cards. Could have been yellow cards. One guy should have had a red card. A lot of physicalness and a lot of flopping, which was kind of annoying, but part of the game, I guess. Anyways, yeah, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It was a very exciting game. Anyways, here should hopefully be another exciting game. So we have Clack 43. Is that really your team, Elo? Man, you've really been doing your best to help us out. Dropping that down. Anyways, Clack is. Oh, he's taking some of his team. Okay, he realizes. He realized. He's taking some of his teammates' turkeys. We were. Okay. We were talking earlier about one of the changes they're making where you can see everyone's site in Dark Age without the market. This is one of those situations where I think that would be nice. You're all so close together. You're sharing turkeys and boars. Like, I'm assuming that's yellow's boar, but you become close to orange and purple. Whose are these? Being able to see everything, I think, would help. I still prefer the way it is, but that's kind of nice change for these type of games. Anyways, Clack over here. I mean, you're the pocket, but I really don't think that matters in this game. As the Britons, so we have the Britons, Khmer, Goss, and Franks. Damn, I would not want to face that team. Again, it's Bohemians, Khmer, Spanish, Hindustani. Shoot. All right. So my first thought is you have two Khmer, so this could start some fighting in the Castle Age. Khmer get Castle up. Their Ballista Elephants could push through. Also note the Bohemians, they're going to have good siege, so good luck with those choke points. Spanish with their conquistadors, Hindustanis with their camels to counter the Franks and the Khmer. That's a good combination. But over here, Franks is it's the Franks. Britons with their extra long range, and I think the more importantly, their Warwolf on their Trebs would be very big here. And then the Goss just as in the end, I think if you want to win, the Goss doesn't need to have a positive KD. Really, I think it should be a negative KD. Just spam the crap out of all your units. Just throw them in the meat grinder. But I think for your Goss, you want to overwhelm them. I think you want to make multiple cuts. So I'm curious how this works out because I've played Michi before. Like I know I played with Tom, a random cost mod. I've played this a couple times for practice against AI. I've never played this in a multiplayer game. So honestly, I don't know how other players will play this. That was 25. Okay. Alright, so I had feudal. I'll just fast forward because I feel like it's going to be kind of boring till at least castle, depending on what the Khmer do. Most likely imp. Yep, dropping all your stuff, dropping your stuff. Gray's already on the way. Oh, he's Khmer. Makes sense. Khmer Spanish are already on their way up. Here comes Clack on his way up. Good timing. That'll be what, to 15 minutes? Now, Khmer has the capability. That's kind of nice. Khmer has the capability to go up really fast. And this is one of the modes that I like this already. You want to get good vision. Well, I say good vision. You'll want to get some of your town watch upgrades to actually get good vision. I prefer just have everyone place some outposts around. That way you can at least see ahead of time. But this is going to be a big boomy game. I don't like that market. I do not like that. If you're going to set up your trade, which I like the idea of setting up trade, set it further back. So if they do break through right here, your trade's not in the middle of the fight. I don't like that. I do like this wall. I don't think you're going to wall up the entire thing, although that's an idea if you want to team wall it. But I do like the idea of walling the edges and try to funnel them in. Oh man, immediately drops 3 TCs. Good planning. But now you're going to need a lot more food. That 20-second idle time is going to jump up. Red also dropped 3. Purple dropped 2. Orange dropped 2. Yellow dropped 2. Black dropped 2. Uh-oh, you guys are going to fall behind Eco. Blue's only dropping 1. And green is worried about defending. Okay, he's finally dropping 1. Okay, this number's going to start getting a little larger. Let me see. Khmer is starting to think about stuff. Okay, so neither of them I think are thinking castle. So that's one thing I always thought is Khmer, if you guys wanted to, because I think the other side might try to go for the post imp and cut through. If you guys get your entire team all in on castle age, get the Khmer to cut through, you can push through in castle. But it doesn't look like that's going to... Well, as I say that, 5 on stone now. So maybe he's starting to think about it. Another town center. Green. Oh man, Clack is up to 5 town centers. Housewall I'm not a fan of, but I mean, doesn't hurt. I do like this because over the long haul, your wood is in the middle. Okay. This is a very exciting game. Okay, I do like this. See, yellow, it's doing what I think is a good move. So is purple. All the outposts. I'd like to see more outposts on your guys' side. Okay, I will say, if you are going to do houses, you might as well build a wall right along the side. Okay, that's a good market. Yellow's starting to get markets up. The other side's going to need to start getting markets. Green finally getting a 3rd TC. He's all in on these walls. As a result, he is falling behind score-wise. And majorly villager-wise. Yep, they're pulling ahead 10 villagers. I mean, getting this 3rd TC up now is really hurting. I mean, I'm actually more impressed that you've kept a minute 28 of idle time. I mean, you have 49 farms up already, dang. Alright, so no one's quite close to castle. Still booming up, but 91 villagers by far the most. So you guys, wow, you guys have caught up already in economy units. I think all behind blue or cyan and gray. Okay, so purple is also thinking walling behind this. My problem with I don't like that castle at all. Whatever. I guess it's not bad. It is going to kind of protect your trade. I would have preferred to see it a little closer. I guess the problem here is walling's not going to be effective. Uh-oh. I heard a wood first. Clack, running low on wood. The wall doesn't work if not your entire team doesn't wall. Yes, great. You protected this corner. But what happens when they just run around? I think most importantly is get the outposts so you can see what they're about to do. Alright, Clack is getting ready to click up. Yellow, oh, never mind. Spent a bunch of food. Alright, Clack will be the first to click up, followed by Gray. Alright, that's a better castle. That's a better castle. At least in my opinion. Dropping, wait, what? Did I read that right? Dropping 3 blacksmiths? He is not messing around. 2 universities. 3 blacksmiths I feel is a little overkill. Oh no, do you have No, you haven't clicked imp yet. So Gray's the first to click up. Unless it's behind one of these. Oh, if it's behind, I think this would have shown it. Okay, so you haven't clicked up. I think you should. Okay, any army yet? Trade starting to get going. Relics for over here, I'm guessing. Blue's getting relics over here. Houses along the back. I like this idea. I was thinking about this too. Stonewall the front, yay, they're going to eventually break through. Why not stonewall your back trade? Like, that's going to be rough to break into. But that's a lot of stone. And yellow's doing it by themselves. Okay, I like this castle. Okay, 3 of you have clicked up. 1 of them has clicked up. Alright, so who... Here we go. Here's Ballista Elephants. They're just now getting their market up over here. I just don't like the position of these markets. Oh, never mind. I like the position of those markets better. I got lost on the map. This one I hated. These two are much better. Clack building 1 on each side. Alright, first one to hit imp. What do we do? Does anyone need to get Siegeonager, or is he going to rely on... Okay. There's his forward castle. Okay, red is now coming along. He's thinking... What is red? Bohemians. Okay, he's probably just going to go straight Halb, Hoofnisse. Makes sense. No one really with any major army yet. Starting to get some longbowmen out. As far as vision, you have decent vision over here. See, you have no vision at all. They could break through over here and you'd have no idea. Okay, it looks like he's going to start going to break through. On the other side, see, look at this. Well, let me get out of it. Look at this vision they have. They see everything. So I'd say that's probably the one mistake I see right now. Especially this left side. No vision over here. No vision on this entire wood line. You have some vision here. But even over here, you wouldn't know until the last second. Alright, so where was Gray? Was he moving forward? Not really. Well, no, this wall's not going to work out too well. You might want to rethink that. You need to give it a little bit more room or you're going to have major congestion. I like the wall idea. I'm not liking how they're doing it. See, look how much room he has over here. But holy castles. How much stone have you collected? 5 castles there. I mean, that's good for you. You're already up to 25 longbowmen, more in queue, chemistry coming in. I'm not seeing any onager. Again, Khmer can cut through. Okay. Khmer's starting to cut through. So if you're going to start cutting through, personally, I would wall it behind it so they can't just run back through. Unfortunately to you, that's probably one of the thickest spots in this wood line. But by the time you cut through, they're going to have a front wall defending their base and a back wall-ish defending their trade. Though they're not as big of a hurry getting this back wall down. 1 villager. Alright, so it has been 33 minutes of build up. We're getting to the point maybe we're going to start thinking about cutting through. They might start thinking about walling that off. This is just going to be a disaster here. I'm actually interested in what the pathing is going to be once they close that off. Because that's walled all the way up. They needed to leave more space. Is that... Oh my god, there's so many. Was that coinage? Oh, guilds, okay. So now that they walled this off, all these guys have to go back. Well, that's a waste. Look at all these upgrades. Here comes Nisei. I see a cut starting to happen. Look, oh, that sucks. Anyways, let's go back to the action. So he's cutting through. But they know this is happening. Benefits of having... Damn, where are you going to break through after this? And what are you going to do once you get through? You got some ballista. You have some longbowmen. It's not exactly a huge army right now. I don't know what type of damage you're going to be able to get off. Especially with nothing to be able to take out the Hufnisei. Or I guess Bombard cans right now, but soon to be Hufnisei. Who has a longer range? Their range is 12. Your range is 12, so it's equal range. So that's going to be interesting, Micro. Yeah, that's a good call. You want to take out their vision. Look how much vision you cut out there. Oh, that's dangerous. Back up. Oh, that hurt. Okay, let's actually slow down for a second. So army-wise, you have a massive lead army. They have 2 onagers, got some halberders. They got some cavaliers. There's going to be paladin. That's going to hurt. He doesn't have much. A bunch of ballista elephants, a bunch of longbowmen. Starting to get hussar up as goths. And then getting your own paladin. What? Oh, I missed it. Okay, so he does have Huskarl. But why are you going Hussar? Like, you need to go heavy pike. Look who you're going against. Someone on your team needs to be going Halb. There, and it needs to be blue. The Goth player just needs to worry about being constant max pop spamming. And in the meantime, thinking about maybe another cut somewhere. I don't think one cut is going to do it. Although, man, they just haven't gotten the army up. Purple is still trying to get Imperial Camels up. Which, if you're a longbow, they're there. Those will shred. Blue's Hussars are not... They're not going to do anything. Now, where's green? Is green... Okay, here's some green. He has provided 12 paladin. Let's do upgrade check. Not all upgrades yet. Important upgrades. Still means upgrades. So there's a lot of upgrades needed over here. Okay, everyone still has some upgrades out there. I mean, taking out production buildings is nice and all, but there's a big army up here. I'd probably rather see green use his army better. You're in Castle Fire. You guys have twice the army, though. I'm not sure what he's saying about golds. Unless that there is gold there. I don't know if he pinged. I mean, what is this other team doing? They realize they need to make army, right? They have a massive eco, all of them. They just haven't built army up. Okay, where is your guys' siege, though? Okay, it's on its way. So you need to start taking out castles, you need to start taking out walls so you actually get into the base. I do like this idea, though, of building the back gates. Kind of just trying to segment everything off. Okay, gain control down here, kind of. Okay, good castle, I like it. Blue building barracks forward. Again, I don't know why he's building a Hussar at the moment. Hussar, I mean, I guess you can build Hussar to get rid of the bombard cannons, but in a team game with Franks, let the Franks player take care of the bombard cannons. Okay, but I do like this. I mean, if you're going to get Hussar, you might. I don't like that standing at the castle. But if you're going to get Hussar, at least go to their base and scout. I mean, this entire time I keep looking up here, twice the army. Like, it's not even close. Paid 0 in tax. Nice. I mean, not nice for you guys, but it's nice that you can do that. You just lost the castle here, and you had no army to defend it. But let's drop 2 more castles right here that you can soon lose. Oh, okay. So I kind of missed it. Wait, what? Oh my god. You made it in. Made it into their turret. You know what? I apologize to Blue for building Hussar. I would like to have seen more than 2. But wow, that's going to be super annoying. Anyways. I say Clack could easily stop these castles with his longbowmen. Nicely done. I'd prefer to see you outside castle range, but you have all this army over here. Well, no way. Purple is not going to try to force this down. What was that throwaway? That was confusing. Here we go. This is what I want to see. The Goth needs to just start spamming units everywhere. Like this whole, you have a castle there, you have 2 castles here. You have it. I wouldn't mind seeing a gate here or a couple gates just so they can't run in. No, as a counterattack. But I like seeing Goths do Goths. Well, I like when it's on my team. Okay, do you see this castle? I mean, Blue is just all over the place, being highly, highly annoying. He's over here. He's over here about to take some relics out. Meanwhile, Clack has 60 longbowmen. 64 now. Just ranging everything. Let's look, KD's. Yeah, say Goss is about even. Green? I'm surprised I haven't seen much. Green I thought would have more. But you're Franks, you have Paladin. You should be running and killing stuff. Britain's out with that great KD, just sticking back with all the shields in front. Man, Red is just getting annihilated. They haven't done a good if I'm Red, you really should have sent some villagers over here to rebuild some TCs. Get a safe eco somewhere. Of course, safe. You have... God, their walling was terrible. Yeah, Blue over here. Blue over here. Blue's still all over in this area. Blue's taking out another TC. Over here, killing Orange. How many villagers does Orange have? Orange is down to 56. Red's down to 55. Purple is down to 50. I mean, wouldn't be surprised to see the GG called at any moment right now. Oh, and speaking of which, here's the GG from blue. Oh, they didn't even GG, they just quit. Damn. That was... Oh, I completely missed it. Oh, I apologize. This is what I like saying earlier. Cut through and build a gate. Yeah, right here. I like saying this gate here. I completely missed the fact that you started cutting through over here. I would have liked to have seen this earlier, although you guys... I was expecting, honestly, more of a fight here. I thought they would have put up more defensive effort. That was kind of a steamroll. I don't think they ever had even half of your army the entire time. But typically, I like pushing here. It stalls out. I like the idea of going somewhere else and cut, make them defend multiple areas. Or in their part, you're getting pushed over here. Yellow could have come across here and cut in, try to relieve some pressure. But they just never got the army going. And who would have thought the Goth, or the Light Cav or Hussar? Hussar, okay. That Goth Hussar. He did have upgrades on him, okay. Goth Hussar would actually have been somewhat effective. That was a good decision. I take back my comments about that earlier. But I mean, I like this call. Huskarl is just going everywhere. Alright. I mean, well, we'll get to that in a second. Score. Oh, he took over just at the end. I noticed for the longest time Clack had the highest score. Just wasn't good enough to finish it out. Military. KD for the archers is always going to be really good. I think most surprising to me is the Goths is actually positive at the end. Took out 24 buildings. Good army highs. I mean, look at the army highs compared to them. Or even just total. Man. Here's a good... shows you. You started building army up a lot sooner. Gray started building army. Blue skyrocketed army. Green was a little behind for a while, but caught up. But their armies, red's down here. Purple's down here. Yellow and orange, for the longest time, were down here. Like, they never built army. Can't win without an army. Resources. Oof, broke the 100,000 mark by 2 resources. Look at that stone. Trade profit. Blue never got into trade. That's interesting. But he got the relics. I mean, ecos. Very good ecos. 30-minute, 20-minute. Society. For the most part, you guys were all pretty even. Except for Green was so focused on building walls, I think, a little too early. He didn't get his TCs up in time, so you can see he clearly was behind. Whereas Clock's like, screw it, 18 TCs immediately. Or whatever number he did. Well, that's 8 castles. He had like 5 or 6 TCs, I think. But always had the villager high. Guessing you deleted. So you were up 100. Oh my god, 156 villagers and 8 trade units. So you started deleting down to 133 and 11 trade. Eventually getting down to 92 and 28 trade. Talk about an overboom. But at least you recognized it shortly after imp. Alright, it's a good game. That was, like I said, and when I loaded this up, it showed Land Nomad. At least I had the civilization right, though. But yeah, Land Nomad, I was like, alright, this could be interesting. That was still an interesting game. I've never watched Michi. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. And if you haven't yet, go watch highlights of the World Cup. I recommend it. And have a good day.